Hello and welcome back to Rada. My name is Beast. I'm back with Hoshizora and Memoria Eternal Heart. I'm gonna speed up a little bit because I want to keep it short today. First order of business. Some of you may have already noticed Scott's channel is gone again. It's that time of the year. I'm quite frankly just counting the days until my channel is hit with the same thing because I 100% expect it to be just tomorrow the channel's suddenly gone. Would be in fucking character. Either way, that's that. You know what? Probably should make like a fucking vote on the next game, which I'm gonna do real quick. With one option being actually kind of weird. Alright, time for another look. I'm hardly making this. No. Notes. Can continue to come in. He can. Made to take another break since it's that time of the year for VTubers. Then the options from last time were Tortu, which is Love Diary, Corona Blossom, Cheese Angel Mo. That was the name, right? Hold on, I need to look this up. That was all the way home. The Witch's Love Diary. Really, it's funny that I made the intro real fucking quick, so we could immediately get into it. And now I'm sitting here. There we go. That's the vote done. So now, even if I am forcefully made to take another break because YouTube suddenly just fucking gets rid of my channel again completely for no fucking reason, and I get it back, and yet they still decide I can't upload for a week, I'll at least be safe a little bit. Anyways, Mayor After Story. Let's see if they can somehow salvage Mare-Route after the last game.
その夜、私は彼と約束を交わした。私はきっと忘れない。必ず果たす。そして、約束を超えたところにあるものを得る。約束の先にある地にたどり着く。私は、そうやって絆をつかむことができるんだ。この思い、この恋を彼と一緒に結ぶことができるんだ。
Mare, how was dinner today?
うるさかった。
Jinami always makes a fuss. I was really asking for about the food, though.
よくわからなかった。
Were you nervous?
そうじゃない。ご飯、初めて食べたから。
Was your first time?
そのまま、初めて。食事なんて機会、これまでなかったから。
I did notice that Mare was looking at us all suspiciously as we sat around the dining table eating dinner. There wasn't any real change on her face, even though she was copying us by putting food in her mouth with her chopsticks. She didn't particularly react, even when we asked her how it was. You don't know anything about hunger either, huh?
そうだと思う。
Your sense of taste works, right?
そうだと思う。
Do you want to experiment a little more?
うん。
You want, you could eat a lot of other things. You would get a better idea of what tastes good and what tastes bad.
わかって、何かいいことあるの？
Didn't everyone look like they were having fun while we were eating?
知らないけど、一人を除いて笑ってた。
Well, Aoi always has her iron mask on. I'm sure she was having just as much fun as us on the inside.
そうなの？
Might just be imagining that part.
ようくん、ご飯で喜んでほしいの？
It tastes better if you have fun while you're eating it.
やっぱり、よくわからない。
You'll understand soon enough.
そうかな。
Probably anyway.
多分。
Definitely.
うん。
So, if you want, you're more than welcome to eat with us again.
うん。
How about it?
来てほしいの。
Yeah, I want to be together with you, Mare.
バカバカ。
Is that a yes to my invitation?
知らない。
Mare was a bit reticent. Mare has never been a chatty girl, but at the dinner table, her quiet demeanor was even more obvious. Maybe I should have noticed this about her a long time ago. Mare, are you tired? Go ahead and sit down wherever.
ここ、ようくんの部屋よね。
Yeah, don't mind if you sit on the chair or the bed, whichever you prefer.
ようくんは座らないの。
I'll sit down after you. Mare didn't even begin to move, but she felt like she was being a nuisance. Pulled back the curtain and looked out the window. The weather was clear tonight too. The sky full of stars out there. But because the starry sky always rains starlight down on our heads. After you rest up a bit, we should go stargazing. I turned the curtain to its original position, then turned back around to Mare.
うん。
Mare was still looking down at her feet as if she didn't hear what I said. Hey, Mare. Thanks for everything you did today.
うん。
Thanks. I'll go along with you next time. Anyone you want to go? Mare. It was the moment when I touched walked closer to her. Mare's silhouette blurred for just a moment. Mare's face, still directed at the floor, clearly wore a pained expression. I dashed forward as if my arms and legs exploded that very instant. I scooped up in my arms before she fell over. Mare! I was asking her what's wrong, but I swallowed those words. I was going to ask what's wrong, but I swallowed those words. There was no question about it. She was limping my arms, and I could hear her wheezing with heavy, ragged breaths. Her form gradually faded. I remembered. During Yume's visit, Yume scolded her, telling her not to push herself too hard.
大丈夫。
Mare had never shown herself during the day before. She said that it was difficult for her. But this day, she had been with me all day until the sun set. Mare was by my side the whole time. Saw her, heard her, and even felt her beside me.
大丈夫。だから。
Mare tried to move away from me. Her form was unstable, as if it was growing more solid than fading away. As if her energy was being used up. Regardless, Mare endured and tried to maintain
ちょ
her
っと
form.
疲れただけだから。
I could feel Mare's body heat. I could still feel Mare's body heat. No matter how frail her form became, I refused to let go of her. I refused to lose her. Hold on, Mare. I picked up Mare's unsteady body. Mare would have normally thrashed around if I did this, but she was so weak she could hardly even muster a voice of protest. I turned off the lights in the room. In the darkness, I climbed up to the bed and opened the curtains. All the stars on display outside the window dazzled my eyes. How's that, Mare? Lights streaming in from behind beautifully lit up Mare's form. Pulled Mare into a tight embrace so that I could make sure that her body was still there. Feel a little better?
もう別に
What's that supposed to mean?
別に大丈夫だから。ずっと大丈夫だったから。
I felt anger welling up inside me. Don't push yourself too hard.
うん。
But just try to endure it all. It's my fault too, since I didn't notice. If it's harder on you, then say so. Please, man. But don't ever try to endure something like that by yourself again. Perhaps this was the first time I truly understood. I understood what Yuma felt when she said those same words.
うん。
Her voice was like a child that just got
ご
scolded.
めんなさい。
When she apologized to me, my swirling emotions instantly cleared up. I felt guilty for the anger I had felt the moment before. Nah, I shouldn't have been apologizing. So it sounded like I was blaming you. Mare stayed silent. She seemed a little depressed. Hey, Mare. Spoke energetically, trying to clear up the atmosphere that had grown heavy. Now, I asked you this before, but is there anywhere you want to go? Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll go with you wherever you want.
本当
Yeah,
いいの
of course I will.
でも私怒られた。ヨウくんに悪いことした。
Even if it did, I already forgave you. Don't worry about that anymore.
そうなの。
Yeah, if you do want, but if you do the same thing again, I will get mad at you.
うん。
Oh, no, there was no again after that. I'll get mad at you. No, she's extra cute when she's being obedient.
痛い。ヨウくん。
Sorry, I didn't mean to hug you so
バ
hard.
カバカ。
So how about it? If there's anywhere you want to go, I'd be happy to accompany you.
どこでも。
Yeah, anywhere.
じゃあここがいい。ヨウくんのそばがいい。
Mary gently placed her hand on top of mine. Is that all you want?
うん。それがいいの。
Well then, that's an easy request to grant. I'll be by your side forever.
約束する。
Sure, it's a new promise.
いつまでも私と一緒。それは変わらないってこと。
Yeah. Even if everything else changes, that alone won't change. We'll become light and exist forever. I want to keep her warm next to me. Her warmth next to me. I want to protect her.
ヨウくんと一緒。
I I have to sit here like this because still got a little bit of an inflamed ear again. I hate it.
結婚して、一緒。
There,
りょうくんのお嫁さんになる。そうすれば家族になれる。
I don't think marriage is the only way to become family, though.
そう
Probably.
多分
I'm sure of it.
多分がいい。お嫁さんがいい。
I could be next to Mare's side forever, but becoming her family. That would be a beautiful future. One which does not pale in comparison even to the luster of Barigazaki's starry sky.
約束だよ。ずーっと一緒だよ。
Adorable. I really will keep this exceptionally short, probably. I don't know, get the opening again. You only need it once. The girl dashed through the forest, occasionally looking over her shoulder. There was no sign of any pursuers. However, she knew that her pursuers was skilled in the art of stealth. She couldn't let her guard down until she found a safe place. The girl, Yumi's Asuka, stopped in her tracks. Seitengu Shrine was fairly far away. There was still no signs of anyone that had pursued her. Ima hid in the shade of a tree as she breathed a sigh of relief. She still couldn't let her guard down. Even when sleeping, she couldn't afford to let her guard down. But naturally, that wouldn't last long. Her mental fatigue was already at its peak. It was only the fear that kept her going.
なんて厄介な相手。
That opponent was Sua Setsuna, another girl in the same line of work. Just like Ima, she was originally a Miko at the head shrine and had been dispatched to Barigasaki on a mission. Apparently Mayaka had named her as Seitengu's greatest warrior and employed her at the shrine. Ima had felt Setsuna's power personally when she experienced it in actual combat. Despite inflicting a number of injuries on her, Ima still couldn't defeat her in face-to-face combat. Ima had even prepared to take her opponent's life, while the other simply aimed to chase Ima away, but even then Ima had lost.
上層部のお気に入りだけある。
There was a clear gap in power between her and Setsuna. The reason why the elves wanted Setsuna to return to the main shrine was likely because they wanted to continue her using her power. That's why Ima had been sent here to retrieve her, not just to send back Kiseki Kosame.
難しい仕事とは思ってなかったけど。
There was a reason she had been chosen despite her relative inexperience. Ima was born in Hibarigasaki. It was to her advantage that she had knowledge about the area and could move around easily without arousing suspicion. It's preferable to send someone knowledgeable about the area to send back astral spirits, so as to avoid attracting attention. That advantage was the one saving grace which allowed her to escape from Setsuna in the first place.
別に戦うつもりはなかったのに。
However, Setsuna had attacked her on sight. That's how it happened the first time they met, and now their second meeting had unfolded similarly. Ima had felt the Seitengu Shrine Maiden's determination to prevent anyone like her from approaching Kosame. Ima didn't know the precise reason why Setsuna hadn't returned to the main shrine when she accepted the mission. It wasn't clear why Setsuna hadn't returned Kosame either, but Ima had understood at last after their second meeting. Setsuna was on Kosame's side. Ima didn't know how Kosame had reconciled with Setsuna, but it was quite possible that Mayaka, Shrine Maiden in charge of this area, was involved as well. Either way, Ima had to report her findings to the main shrine. Now that Setsuna turned against them, Ima had no choice but to abandon the mission of sending off Hisakaki Kosame's spirit.
ひばりが崎を離れるしかない。
In the past, Ima had lived in Hibarigasaki, although it's not like she was particularly sentimental about the place. While she still knew her way around, Ima had largely forgotten her memories in this town. Simply put, she had lost her memories. She couldn't even remember her own family. She probably wouldn't even recognize her family if she saw them. That was a result of a process she underwent in Seitengu. Except for the hereditary leaders, all those who belong to the main shrine undergo a ritual called the Sending of Spirits. That ritual involves sending off all the contumacious existences residing inside a person and eliminating all their attachments to worldly things. So naturally, she had been forced to undergo that ritual as well, whether she wanted to or not. That's how she lost the memories of her family. She had even lost the memories of why she became a member of St. Tengu and what the ritual was like. The other St. Tengu members told her that that was also part of the ritual's effects. She couldn't determine whether that explanation was true or a lie. So Ima could only accept that. Now she was fine with that explanation.
私は聖天宮の巫女だから。
The shrine serves the purpose of deifying a contumacious spirit and turning it into a local guardian spirit. Shrine Maiden's job is to ensure that such a spirit doesn't cause harm to people and instead protects the land. That was Ima's job as a shrine maid. Ima didn't know what astral spirit St. Tengu worshipped. She had never seen it. But that was fine for her. A person can live with a duty, a job that must be done. By fulfilling that duty, a person can live without hesitation. So Ima didn't hesitate.
私は私のままでいい。このままでいいんだから。
She went up the road, eventually reaching the lookout. There was a fence at one point, but she hopped over it. She had no recollection of a fence being there. This area had been made off limits while she was away.
好都合。
It would help conceal her from Setsuna's eyes. She decided to rest here for the night. Since she only planned to be here for a short time, she hadn't arranged for a specific place to stay. She had never slept outdoors before this trip, but it was no problem after the first fight.
私の役目は星神を祀ること。
Ima repeated that to herself before sleeping. It was like an admonition to herself, so that she wouldn't lose sight of her goal.
鬼を撃ち沈めること。
She knew that the elders actually didn't expect that much from her. They almost certainly expected her to fail in defeating Hisakaki Kosame, but they figured that she would be able to do some reconnaissance. In that case, she should return to the main shrine and report her findings as soon as possible. Originally, she was planning to return immediately after her first encounter with Setsuna. However, Ima was still here in Hibarigasaki. Why is that? Right
私の役目は
to enshrine the astral
鬼を
spirit.
撃ち沈めること。
Send off raging astral deities and wandering astral spirits.
私の役目は
What else could there be?
私は
What other goal am I looking for? Let's get some sleep. I'm tired. That's why I'm caught up in these bizarre thoughts. After coming to that conclusion, Ima looked for a place to lay down. That's when it happened. She heard footsteps. Ima hid herself right away. Perhaps Setsuna had followed her. However, there were two sets of footsteps. Ima hid in the brush to ascertain their identities.
別に送ってくれなくてもよかった。
Don't say that. Besides, I could do some stargazing while I'm here.
ついで
I wanted to be with you.
別に言い換えなくていい。
I thought you wanted me to say that.
そんなわけない。バカバカ。
It wasn't Setsuna. It was a boy and a girl who had come to the lookout together. One looked like a young girl. She wasn't nearly old enough to be walking around alone at this time of night. But the thing that really caught Ima's eyes was the scythe which the girl carried. The words etched into it sent chills down her spine.
まさか
Translated into English, those words said oblivion. It was a rune word signifying the concept of oblivion.
星神
It was her first time seeing one. Ima was still too inexperienced to have sent off even an astral spirit, let alone an astral deity. She had heard of some priests and shrine maidens among the elders enshrining astral deities, but she had never seen one in
あ
person.
れが星神
She didn't even know how to describe the feeling. She trembled. Her chest tightened. It hurt. Was it dread, perhaps, at seeing an astral deity for the first time? No. Feeling welling up from deep inside her wasn't such a half-hearted emotion. That girl is danger. She is my enemy. The source of evil, which I must exterminate. Maybe I should have brought a telescope.
ようくん、持ってたんだ。
Nah, I'd have to borrow one from Oswald.
それだと、うるさくなる。
I guess Oswald would want to tag along too. You'd rather us be alone.
そんなこと言ってない。
That's not what you meant?
あ、当たり前。
Ima put her hand on her weapon. She wanted to exterminate that girl right then and there. However, the boy beside her was in the way. Say Tengu fundamentally operate in secrecy. Operating in the public eye is difficult for them. Also, Ima was terribly fatigued. It's difficult for human eyes to perceive an astral deity. Ima had faced off against an astral spirit before, and even that had required all of her concentration to see it. So Ima knew that this girl was likely to escape her if she attacked now, even if it was a sneak attack. Well, I'm honestly glad to have some time alone with you.
そうなの。
Well, yeah, of course.
うわ、
Why did you start sulking all of a sudden?
頭撫でちゃダメ。
Their meaningless conversation continued. She had to wonder what kind of relationship the boy had with that astral spirit. It was hard to imagine that he was a member of the Seitengu. There's no reason why only the Seitengu would be able to employ the powers of an astral spirit. There are examples of commoners making contracts with them as well. Ima watched the two of them for a long time, so that she could slay that girl if the chance arose. However, the girl disappeared at almost precisely the same moment that the boy had told her he was leaving. Astral deities and astral spirits are almost impossible to find once they choose to disappear from human eyes. As such, it is necessary to use the light from a Shinto instrument to face off with them before they disappear. The escape path must be blocked before it is even possible to stand in the same arena with such an opponent.
今夜は諦めるしかない。
Ima decided to
仕
sleep.
事が増えたな。
No, she couldn't possibly go back. She couldn't return to the main shrine like this. That astral deity which the boy called Mare. That girl was the same sort of existence as the astral spirit called Hisakaki Kosame. She had no choice but to stay in Ibarikasaki until she vanquished them both of them. That was her duty, her reason for existing. Her inconsistent signpost in life was simply vanquishing astral deities and astral spirits.
せつな。
まやかさん、晩酌中じゃなかったのですか？
それどころじゃないでしょ。そんな気配を感じたわ。
腐っても神主なのですね。
そうよ。だからあんたがとぼけたって無駄。
誰もとぼけてなどいません。私にとっては、まやかさんが酒を飲む程度の仕事だったというだけです。
にしては傷だらけじゃないの。
どれもかすり傷ですよ。
何があったの？
何も心配はいりません。
やっぱり小雨絡みなのね。相手は聖天宮の巫女なのね。
まあ、そうです。
一度あんたが追い払ったっていう。
はい。今回が2度目ですが、まやかさんの想定通り、また追い払っておきましたよ。
なんであんたは私に対して敵対しむき出しなのよ。
ご自身の行いのせいかと。
一緒に来て。手当てするから。
ですから、かすり傷と。
ありがとう。小雨を守ってくれて。そのお礼としては足りないと思うけど、早く私に手当てさせて。
まやかさんらしくない優しさですね。
一度聞いてみたかったんだけど、あんたは私を何だと思ってるの？
私の上司ですよ。史上最悪のね。
アスカ今？
はい。今回の件で確信しました。相手は私と同じく総本社に仕えるアスカ今という名の巫女です。
あなたとは顔見知りなのね。
同業者なのですから顔くらいは把握しています。言葉を交わしたこともない程度の仲ですがね。
他に分かっている情報は？
彼女はひばりが崎出身です。私がここに派遣される際、
誰かが噂でもしてた？
私の直属の上司が漏らしていました。
総本社の神主。大神主ね。
まやかさんに比べれば、扱いやすい人ですよ。
あんたも恐れを知らない巫女よね。
これでも武闘派で通っていますので。
他にはどう？
アスカ今に関して、私が知るのはこのくらいですね。
ひばりが崎出身ってことは、地理には詳しいんでしょうね。
だからこそ、彼女が今回の任務に選ばれたのでしょう。おそらく上層部は、私が小雨側についているという確信を持っていなかったでしょうから。
アスカ今は、私たちの様子を探りに来ただけってことね。
もちろん、隙があれば小雨を送り返すことはしたでしょう。
あんたが相手じゃ、大抵の巫女は逃げるしかないでしょうね。ボディーガードを頼んで正解だったわ。
いい迷惑ですよ。
何にしろ、今って巫女がすでにひばりが崎を出て、総本社に帰っている可能性は高いでしょうね。二度、あんたに追い払われて、あんたが完全に私たちの、
まったく、いい迷惑です。これで、
ここがあるじゃない。あんたはもう、私たちの家族の一員よ。
こういう時、私はどんな言葉を返せばいいのでしょうね。
感じたままでいいんじゃない？
では、感じたまま述べさせてもらいます。
どうぞ。
私は、あなたを母親とは呼びたくありません。
親不幸な子供が増えた気分だわ。
小雨の護衛は続けます。少なくとも、今がこの地を離れたという確証を持つまでは。
頼むわね。あんたの母親としてのお願いよ。
やめてください。史上最悪の上司に頼まれるよりも鳥肌が立ちますから。
できれば、今には早々にお帰り願いたいわね。問題は、小雨だけじゃないんだから。
この地には、恋の死神や展望台の死神もいますからね。
レンとメアの二人は、簡単に見つかるようなヘマはしないと思うんだけど、一応ね。
星神の存在まで総本社に報告されたら、大規模な討伐隊が派遣されかねませんからね。
私たちの仕事は、表向きは星神を祀ることだけど、その実、武装集団みたいなものだからね。神道では本来、人に害をなす荒神であっても、祀ることで善良な神に変わってもらうっていう。
例を挙げるとしたら、菅原道真や平将門といったところでしょうか。
でも、私たちが相手にしている天津三日星だけは、いくら祀っても、荒神のレッテルが剥がれることはない。
日本神話では唯一の悪人と囁かれているくらいですからね。
だから、私たちの仕事は、鎮魂というよりは、封印になる。星神を隕石に封じることで初めて、土地が守られることになるんだから、人の世に、二度と姿を現すことがないように。
まやかさん。
何？
どうも、誰かに盗み聞きをされているようです。
まさか。
いえ、相手は敵ではありません。あなたの言う、親不幸な娘たちですよ。
アスカ、今、お母さんたちの話だと、聖天宮の巫女みたいだけど。そんな心配しなくたって、刹那先輩が追い払ってくれたみたいじゃない。私も後でお礼言わないと。はい。それはもちろんなんですけど。他に気になることがあるの？はい。偶然だとは思うんですけど。アスカ今って、アスカくんと同じ名字よね。何か関係あるの？いえ、やはり偶然だと思います。偶然じゃないかもしれない事情を知っているわけね。
This almost feels like this was meant to be played before you play the fucking Yume after story. Just because you actually find out, yeah, what the fuck's the deal with Ima? Like, I guess it's kind of obvious. It's more like, how the fuck is it resolved, you know? is this? Anyways.
姉さんには隠し事ができませんね。で、何をしてるの？
What day is it today? It's Saturday. Okay.
以前、アシカさんは女の子を探しているようなことを言っていたんです。何それ？小笠坂くんがユメさんを探していたみたいに？詳しいことはわかりませんけど。本人に直接尋ねた方が早いわけね。アシカさんは話したがらないと思います。試しにアスカ今ってこの名前、アスカくんの前で出してみたらいいんじゃない？アスカくんの反応で何かわかるかもよ。姉さん、詮索。
その詮索には盗み聞きは入っていないのかしら？
やば。バレてしまいましたね。
そんなこそこそしなくても、あんたたちにも教えるつもりだったのに。
どうだか。
変に隠し事することはやめたのよ。あんたには辛い思いをさせてばかりだったから。ダメな母親で、ごめんなさいね。
やめてったら、くすぐったいから。
小雨、夜はあまり出歩くな。
はい。迷惑ばかりかけて、すみません。
謝ることはないが、私は君の友人だ。
せつな先輩と友達になれた私は、幸せ者ですね。
そう言ってもらえるのなら、私の方が礼を言うべきだな。
感謝も謝罪もいりませんよ。それが友達なんですから。
せつな？あんたね、そういう態度もできるなら、私の前でも見せなさいよ。
日頃の行いの差じゃないの？
私の周りは、反抗期の娘ばっかりね。
小笠坂さん。
During lunch break, Cosmo walked over to me.
昨夜は、メアさんとご一緒でしたか？
I was. What about it?
何か変わったことはありませんでしたか？
Anything weird? My Mare did say she wanted to be my wife. What is this about? What is this about? Something weird going on? I mean, like, did anything bad happen?
はい。そうなります。
Well, nothing like that happened last night. Cosmo breathed a sigh of relief. What do you ask?
詮索は悪趣味ですよ。
No! Okay. Fuck off, Kosame. Fuck off, Kosame. In this situation, you should fucking tell him so he can be careful and avoid her. Tell her there's a Shrine MAIDen from Saint Tengu that's after her and potentially Mare if she finds out that she exists. So be fucking careful. It's rude to pry. You're just putting him in fucking danger by leaving him in the dark, even though he is in direct fucking conflict with this. Like, he is part of the conflict because he is with Mare. But your last question wasn't prying.
はい。私は小笠坂さんとメアさんがどんな関係を築こうとも、悪趣味に冷やかしたりしませんから。
You sound awfully suspicious, though.
私はお二人を祝福しますよ。
Well, I appreciate it,
汚
but
らわしい。
well, that hurts more than if you were just making fun of us.
展望台の彼女さんというものがありながら。
Feels like I'm getting attacked from all sides now. Wait, how did I know about my relationship with Mare? Is that obvious?
メアさんは小笠坂さんにしか懐いてくれませんから、全員が知っていると思いますよ。
So Mare's attitude gave it away.
みんな、そろそろ学食行かない？そうですね。 急がないと席が埋まってしまいます。
Started walking to the cafeteria. There's just one thing amiss. The usual four-person group was missing one person. Because Asuka had skipped school.
アスカくん、今日はなんで欠席なのかな？
Apparently he didn't say anything to the teacher either.
時期的に風邪とか？
I'm worried about him. Maybe I should text him.
小雨ちゃんどうかした？難しい顔して。いいえ、私はいつでもどんな時でもニコニコですよ。
That's why you look like a bully if you ask me.
小ヶ坂さんにひどい凌辱を受けました。しょんぼりです。
So anyway, Cosme, getting back to the previous topic.
小ヶ坂さんのロリコン疑惑ですか？
No, you were concerned about Mare's well-being. Cosme's eyes popped open.
ほんと、小ヶ坂さんは察しがいいんですね。
So what was on your mind?
詮索は悪趣味ですよ。
If it's something to do with Mare, then I don't mind being rude.
汚らわしい。
Could you not derail the conversation? Is there a reason why you can't talk about it?
小雨ちゃん、また難しい顔してる。ひょっとして、アスカくんの欠席にも関係してるの？アスホさんらしくなく、察しがいいですね。どういう意味だよ！アスカさんに関係してるかは、わかりません。おそらく偶然だと思うんですけど、
Can you talk about it?
これは、私たち聖天宮の問題ですから、本来なら話すべきではないのかもしれません。
If it's related to Mare, then it's not only a problem for Seitengu.
小ヶ坂さんがしつこいのは分かっていますから、話すことに決めたんですよ。ようちゃん、しつこく探し回ってゆめさんも見つけたくらいだもんね。ロリコンだけではなく、ストーカーの才能もあるのかもしれませんね。
Why do you sound so happy to accuse me of things? And besides, it's not really what we're talking about here.
それでは、お話しします。大きな声では言いにくいのですけど、実は。
I see. Cosme told me about the assassin who was likely aiming for her life. What's more, the name of the Shrine Maiden attempting to kill her was Asuka Ima. Cosme was apparently more concerned about the possibility of the Shrine Maiden harming Mare as well. Because the duty of a Seitengu Shrine Maiden is to send off astral deities.
アスカくんと同じ名字なんだね。先ほども言いましたけど、偶然だと思います。
We couldn't ask him about it though, since he had skipped school.
小雨ちゃん、
I'm
怪
pretty
我とか
sure
大丈夫だったの？
he mentioned outside of like outside of this fan disc already, like in the base game, that he was looking for his sister, and that's why he got into the occult in the first place. Was that not in like the portion between was that not in like the portion where the only two routes you can split off to are Yuma and Mare? Because I could have sworn it was with those two options, with only those two options left.
はい。せつな先輩のおかげです。これって犯罪だよね。警察とかは。それは難しいと思います。私たちの家の事情ですから。私、小雨ちゃんの神社のことよくわからないんだけど。
Also, still didn't know that Kosama was different from normal people. Didn't feel comfortable telling her the whole story. I would have decided if she felt comfortable divulging that kind of information. Would have to decide.
小雨ちゃん、また難しい顔。何も気にすることないのにな。
Also said that with a smile.
小雨ちゃんが何か隠してたとしても、何も変わらないよ。ひばりが崎の星空と同じで、私が小雨ちゃんの友達ってことは変わらないんだから。アスホさん。警察が無理でも、私は協力するよ。何かできることがあったら言ってね。はい。その言葉だけで十分です。もっと頼ってくれていいのにな。私に何ができるかはわからないけど。ありがとうございます。お礼もいらないのにな。友達だからですよね。もちろん。 そんな麻生さんが、私は大好きです。迫ろうとしないで！ユリ相手までは無理だから！麻生さん、それに小笠坂さん、勘違いしないでほしいのは、私がこの話をしたのは、二人に協力を求めるためではないんです。はい。メアさんに危害が及ばないよう、私たちは全力を尽くします。小笠坂さんにお願いしたいのは、念のため、メアさんにも注意を促してほしい。それだけです。メアちゃん、姿を消したりできるし、誰かが妙なことしようとしても、逃げることは簡単だよね。聖天宮は、それを防ぐ手段を持っています。ですから。できれば、この件が片付くまで、メアさんには出てこないようお願いしたいところですけど。すみません。ありがとうございます。今回は受け取ってください。友達だとしても、けじめは必要だと思いますから。当たり前じゃないですか。メアさんは、小笠坂さんの大切な人なんですから。そんなメアさんに何かあったら、私は小笠坂さんに顔向けできないじゃないですか。テンクルにだって、いられなくなるじゃないですか。謝罪も感謝もいりませんよ。私の言葉が取られてしまいました。はい。それは遠慮させてもらいます。そうではなく、私には刹那先輩がついていますから。それも違います。小笠坂さんはメアさんがいるじゃないですか。メアさんを守ることが一番大切なことじゃないですか。えい！女たらしの小笠坂さんは嫌いですよ。ハスホさんも犬化してますし。小雨ちゃんもなるべく一人にならないようにね。今日は私と一緒に帰ろう。これは私ができることの一つだからね。はい。よろしくお願いします。
Note of hesitation in her voice, Cosima's smile showed that she was actually happy to have the company. Since exams were coming up, we ended class activities early, though most of us probably weren't going home to study all night. Everybody high is a bit more relaxed around exam time than most schools. That's what I always liked about it. Even when I used to live here in the past, it was like that. Now that I had grown up, I had come to appreciate it even more. After all, I needed that extra time to hang out with not only Yume, but also Mare. I knew that there would be someone waiting for me at the lookout come nighttime. But it was still too early for that, so Mare wouldn't be around even if I went there. I kinda had to wait until Mare showed up. I needed to talk to her about all the things that Cosima had told me earlier. And ideally, it would be sooner rather than later. I already knew that laziness here could lead to irreversible consequences. I knew that because of Yume. Huh? Contrary to my expectations, Mare was there at the lookout. Why are you... Before I can finish, Mare hits me with her scythe. Ow! What was that for?
素振り。
How does that make any sense?
一人で素振り。
But I'm right here, you know.
おう、ようくん、いたんだ。
You clearly came here and hit me with your scythe, okay? Came over here and hit me with a scythe, okay?
ようくんなんか知らない。
But you were clearly aiming for me, no matter how you look at it.
素振りだから。
No, you weren't.
素振りなの。
She hits me once again. I fell to the floor, stunned in
Kyle.
silence. Please, just wait. Got the weird feeling that we were having the same conversation as yesterday. I stood up, Mare jumped back with a start. You're such a scaredy cat.
してない。
Don't understand how you feel.
え、
I was surprised to hear
私
that.
の気持ち、わかるの。
Kinda, yeah.
わかっちゃダメ。
Why?
こんな気持ち、ダメ。知られるの、ダメ。絶対、嫌だ。知られたら、よーくん返して、私も帰る。
Jesus Christ. Don't point that sight at me.
だって、
It's a joke, I don't know how you feel.
本当
Yeah. I could surmise what feeling she was referring to just from her
本
attitude.
当に、私の気持ち、わからない。
Yeah, not at all.
よかった。
Mare breathed a sigh of relief before finally coming back over to me. So what were you thinking about just now?
早くよーくんのお嫁さんになりた。
Mare's face turned bright red. She hit me in the face. Then Mare ran away. Are you planning on repeating this act over and over?
よーくんが聞いてくるから。
I'm sorry, so come back over here. Away for a
も
while.
う、聞いてこない。
Yeah, I won't do anything you don't want me to. After a moment of hesitation, she cheerfully tiptoed over. I showed her a wry smile as I reached out to pat her head. Mare closed her eyes tightly shut.
また、こんな、
I wouldn't do anything you don't like.
バカバカ。
Man, what's going on with you today? You're up really early again.
だって、変な気持ち、なくならなくて、すごく、辛くて、どうしていいか、わからなくて、
Are you waiting for me?
違う、
Do you want to kiss?
私、もっと変になる。だから、キス、それと、
You fucking went for it. That's right.
だから、もう、
This time it was Mare who kissed me. It was a longer kiss than the first. Emus just over by the fucking lookout, just like peeking around the corner, like, what the fuck is happening? Does that work? Is that a possibility? Does that biologically work out? She is a weird, like, star meteorite spirit thing. He is a human. Like, does that biologically work out?
また、それと、よーくんに、いっぱいされた。
This time was you kissing me.
違う。
And I guess I must have done it.
よーくんが勝手にやった。
Sure, if that's how you want to put it.
それしかない。バカバカ。
Hey, Mare, I have something serious to talk about.
え、
It's just for a little while. I need you to stop coming to the lookout, okay? There's a blank look on her face. Like, right now you're showing yourself in front of me. Could you stop doing that for a while?
あ、
Mare's head slumped forward.
私、
Her voice was quaking.
よーくんに、嫌われた。
She totally misunderstood
別
me.
に、いいけど、よーくんなんか、どうでもいいけど。
She was on the verge of tears. No, I don't mean it like that. I would never dislike you. Don't you know that?
そうなの？
Yeah, that's what I promised you. I'll always be by your side.
あ、
Didn't I say that I would always be with you?
あれは気の迷いだった。
Don't be like that. We won't get anywhere if you keep being stubborn.
なんか、存在な扱いね。
You can make yourself invisible, right? I'm asking you to stay invisible for a little while.
しばらくって、夜まで。
No, for a few days at least. I don't know exactly how long.
ようくん、私が消えてても、見えるの？
Nope, not at all.
じゃあ、どうして？
It was hard to put into words exactly why, but I had to tell her. There's a Shrine Maiden Hibarikazuki who might try to attack you.
こまめのことね。
Her name is Kosame, and besides, I told you that Kosame wouldn't attack you. And she apologized to you, didn't she?
そうだけど。
I'm talking about a different person than Kosame. Apparently this other person just came into town
う
recently.
ん。
It makes sense, right, Mare? You could just stay invisible until the Shrine Maiden goes away.
いや。
Please, just be here for a little bit.
いや
Your voice was like a
だって
scream.
約束したのに、ようくんも言ったのに、二人はずっと一緒って、私、ようくんのお嫁さんになるって。ようくんなんかどうでもいいけど。
You're contradicting yourself. Well, I guess I understand, though. Mare's words helped me make up a mind. Honestly, I had been hesitating, but those words struck me. Alright, I actually don't want to be separated from you either, even if it's only for a short time.
私は、どっちでもいいけど。
That was clearly an excuse, so I've decided what I should do. I'll have to stay by your side as much as I possibly can. I'll protect you even if that crazy Shrine Maiden shows up.
守らなくていい。ようくん、怪我するから。
If it comes down to that, then you'll have to make yourself invisible and sneak away.
しょうがないから守られてあげる。
Yeah, we promised after all. No break promises.
うん。約束は、大切な絆になるから。ようくんなんか、どうでもいいけど。
I really wish you hadn't added that last part. Mare, how are you feeling?
何？いきなり。
It's only been a day, so I was wondering if you still felt okay. Also, Mare had manifested her body for a whole day before.
別に。体調は普通。
Don't push yourself too hard. You tell me if it hurts.
うん。我慢すると、ようくん怒るし。
You want to try going somewhere?
出かけるって、お見舞い。
I don't think Yuan would be in her room if he visited, since I heard she has her examination scheduled for today.
じゃあ、他に行きたいとこ、あるの？
I didn't have anywhere in specific. In mind. Was there anywhere you wanted to go?
私は、あまり街に詳しくないから。
Mare had hardly ever stepped outside of the lookout grounds, so that was understandable. And why don't we just go walk around?
別に出歩かなくたって、ここじゃダメなの？
Nothing, it's just that it would feel more like a date if we went into town.
デート。
Fucking expression change, like what the oh shit. Wouldn't that be nice?
デートすれば、私、ようくんのお嫁さん。
Now you're getting ahead of yourself. Well, first you'll have to become my
恋
girlfriend.
人。
Yeah, from now on, we're dating.
あ
She turned red from embarrassment. Well, my cheeks were probably blushing
しょ
too.
うがないから。それでいい。
Alright, let's go.
うん。
Let me just say one more thing. Let me just say it one more time. Don't put yourself too hard.
冬は日が短いし、もうすぐ夕方だし、大丈夫。
If dusk time makes it easier, then I'll come later in the day from now on.
ダメ。それだと、一緒にいる時間が。
Right, we would have less time together. And I'll come at around this time from now on. And we can watch the stars after it gets dark.
うん。
Okay, you wanna get going?
お、手、
And? You don't wanna hold hands? Then we don't have to.
あ、
Oh, it's just a joke.
バカバカ。
Mare squeezed my hand tightly, telling me that she would absolutely not let go. Even though her face was turned away, trying not to meet my
本
gaze.
当に。バカバカ。小雨。
I'm actually ending it here. I'm tired. I wasted too much time still thinking I was in the short story mode, I guess you could say. Now here I am. Anyways, I hope you have that. I'm not high, I promise. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Just want to see you next. Bye bye. Let's hope the fucking channel isn't deleted by the time I try to upload this.